Hello. Welcome back
Hello.
from the break.
Welcome back, everybody.
How we doing?
Living.
No,
Somehow.
relieve yourselves.
We
Yes.
have broken.
Dead.
I didn't even move to do it.
Not,
No.
Such is my dedication, Game Master.
Really dedicated.
Actually perfect, because
You're
like
too powerful.
I have to go and get a drink, and I'm a thirsty little flower. I can't.
So powerful.
I'm radiating with energy as I'm
Oh my
stewing in
God.
my filth.
No.
Ew.
You
No.
don't have filth because your brain power is so. I don't.
I don't think
was
that's
going- I was-
energy, my friend.
I was
You're
going there. I was
radiating.
going somewhere with that, and then I completely forgot.
It's okay.
I didn't-
There was prime real estate there. It didn't.
I didn't have an end game before I started that sentence.
You
But that's
know,
okay.
that's-
You just gotta take your chances.
yeah, sometimes something comes out. Sometimes it doesn't, and you embarrass yourself.
I just all the parts are there. You put it together yourself.
Wait, I just put it together. It's funny.
Build a joke workshop.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
Wow.
bless you.
I don't know why that got me.
Well, of course, there is the issue with what you guys are gonna do next. It is very, very early in the morning. You guys could probably do with some sleep, but the tense unease of what's going to happen next, or what might not happen, is probably a little more unsettling than at least having some kind of plan right now. So, the floor is all yours, guys. Whatever you guys want to discuss. The real question, I guess, is who's going to talk first?
I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
If we do rest like overnight here, would that be considered a long sleep or a long rest?
It depends. If you're sleeping for 8 hours, then yes. It's probably what you want to do, considering
Yeah,
the damage.
I've still
Yeah.
have this. So while I shouted, "That's my employee" to those thugs, I still have a hole in my. I still have this hole in my stomach that I still probably should recover from.
Only a flesh wound.
Holy shit! Is that a bullet wound?
Wait, why didn't you go to the hospital?
Darwin,
had
you've been
more-
shot.
Pressing matters at hands.
More
Okay,
pressing than a bullet wound.
we should get this dressed. What the hell is up with this guy?
I don't know. You wanted to go to the hospital, right? To visit your friend? Why don't you go for you and say hi to your friend while you're
I put
there?
a band-aid on it. It's fine. I just need to sleep it off, I think.
I don't think you can sleep off bullet. Okay. You know what?
Okay.
You do you.
Kano anatomy works differently, I think. But I don't know because I'm not a doctor.
I mean,
You could see one.
um,
we should probably look at that thing though. Can I do a medical check on him?
What? Yeah, what exactly is the goal here? Just to figure out how severe it is, or actually trying to patch him up?
I'm
Uh,
at least like stabilized, right? Like I'm not.
You are stable. You're not bleeding out.
Okay.
I guess the
Okay.
idea would be to like just assess and patch him up if it's possible.
Yeah, make a medicine
Like
check.
I mean, I have my little sewing kit, so
Oh.
Might be a few hours late for a suture.
It's okay. The hole is still there, so it's okay.
Yeah, you know,
Peel
just
off the scab.
normal train of thought. It's it probably don't want to do anything like too extremely strenuous. It has stopped bleeding. Probably don't want to mess with it too much, but it's not dangerous right now.
is there a bullet lodged in there?
Can't see it
Oh.
if there is.
That's
Did
a
it go
good
straight
question.
through?
Do
Is
I
there a
have?
hole in the back?
Yeah. Do I have
Out
an
of
exit
sight, out
wound?
of mind.
That's what I always say.
Well, I get shot out of sight, out of mind.
I say as I have a hole in my stomach.
Yeah. Can we check him over for an exit wound?
Oh my god.
Considering this was like a plasma pistol, probably not.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay,
Okay.
so it's just like cauterized or some shit.
I'm fine.
He's fine. He just needs to sleep it off.
Apparently.
Like he said.
All right.
Probably
Oh
okay.
man.
Well, since Darwin's not dying, just a quick question for you guys. So we have this orb that did all this weird shit,
Yeah.
and we have basically a font of unlimited intelligence. Maybe we ask the cat to identify it?
Okay.
Interesting. That's
It's a simple ask. Identify orb.
Sure. Let's see.
Would anyone be okay if I took a look at it?
Yeah, go ahead.
oh,
Wait,
by all
didn't I
means.
determine what kind of magic it was last?
What kind of
I f-
magic?
I feel like I felt it was divine.
Then that is what you remember.
I'm gonna search my notes. Divine.
Simply divine.
Yes! It is a divine natured effect.
Okay.
My note.
So, if I gave you that, I want to remind you that there are, like, 3 different categories of magic, and not just schools in what kind of spell can be sculpted with magic, but 3 different
Mhm.
sources. There is the divine, which uses, the power of belief and the direct connection with a deity. There is natural magic, which is all in good nature and druidiness. And then there's also the power of self, which is sculpted magic, or your normal intelligence and smartness based harnessing of magical stuff.
I mean, Ryia, why don't you take a look at it? We could potentially have the cat try and identify it. And, well, my mother is... Well, both of my parents are sort of consistent, devout members of the Church of Oba. If we needed to, we could probably talk to a priest there.
Interesting. Okay.
I mean, I'm not the best at going, but they do know me there.
Is this... Are you trying to indoctrinate us? Is this...
Oh, Lord, no. Or, Oba, no.
Oh, but no. Okay, yeah, I'll take a look at it, sure. Can I do like an Arcana roll to kind of try and get the gist of this thing?
Yeah, can I just get from your perspective, like, what else are you trying to figure out about it?
I guess if they tell her the nature of the magic is divine, I guess she's looking at the orb as a relic, like a tool. Like, is it a magical artifact? Is it reinforced magically to have kept this thing imprisoned? I guess stuff like that, maybe? The nature of the vessel, I will want to say.
Okay. Yeah, make an Arcana check, and I'll give you the DC. This is going to be a DC 25.
Oh,
It's
boy.
very difficult.
I have to roll 19 or higher.
Hey, it's possible.
While this is going on, could I
Uh-huh.
actually cast
It is
a
time.
notification?
Yeah, what do you want to set up here?
Snap. I'm sorry. Sorry, I got distracted. By that, I just wanted to set up like a perimeter, just in case, like, any sort of netrunner or any sort of avatar enters my apartment or my home, just as kind of like an early warning sign while we're like doing this and while we're sleeping, I guess, when we're resting.
So you're looking to trigger it based on an unknown intruder.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, something one like any sort of intruder that's not one of us.
Okay.
Currently present too.
Yeah. So you set up that notification. Ryia, this, based off of just what you can garner from the remnants of this magic, this was definitely a container of some sort. Whether you think this is a prison or a willing vessel for an entity is something that's still unknown to you. But you know that this is able to carry the entity that is now within Nyx. The divine energy that you seek out of this is pure in form. And what I mean by this is, like, when you've seen other people, like a cleric, cast a spell, they're usually able to harness the divine power either through their devotion or being directly granted a semblance of power and then channeling it through themselves and out in order to manifest a desired result. But this is before that. This is like there's a purity of magic in this that is not tainted by a someone. What you can garner to directly answer the first question you had about this. If there is a ranking of how powerful this is, not just as a vessel, but as a whole, this could be an artifact.
And do I sense that it's like not ruined beyond further use?
I mean, it's not broken, so there's potential for it to be reused. Again, hard to determine exactly how to. You've never really dealt with anything of this level before.
Interesting. Everyone, first of all, divine nature, or the magic inside was of a divine nature, was what you all said, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is unchanneled, pure, divine energy. Not my specialty, of course, but normally, like, a cleric would channel this to be able to produce an effect into your world, or into our world. I'm not an alien, I promise. But this was completely pure. Beyond that, the vessel itself appears to still be functional and might be a very high-level magical artifact. We should be very careful who we show this to.
So is it worth?
Oh, I hope it's worth a ton of money. We can sell this at any opportunity. We should definitely do that.
Either way, we need to ditch the briefcase it was in and put it in something that isn't going to be recognized as its original container.
How big
You
is
want me
this
to burn
thing?
it?
The briefcase, no, we just throw it away.
For someone to find and trace back to us? Are you sure you don't want me to burn it?
It's a isn't it a metal briefcase?
Yeah. And also,
I don't know.
the orb is like a 6-inch diameter sphere. It's quite large.
Okay, so not something to wear as jewelry.
No.
No. I mean, you could, but it would be
Might be a
really
little
naughty.
awkward.
closer to the size of like a fortune teller's crystal ball. That's about 6 inches. Sometimes bigger. Depends on who's counting the 6 inches, I guess. Anyways.
Hey.
Hey.
So you guys have this orb.
We do have this orb.
There's effluvious power with it. There are remnants of what it once was. You're not even quite sure if this is worth anything as it is now, but definitely if you can recover what it was, it's worth a lot. As it is now. Mm-hmm.
Does it still look the same as when we first unboxed it?
No. When you
Here now.
first opened the briefcase, it was filled with glimmering and glittering, swirling vortex of blue energy.
Right.
Now it's just a clear, like almost
just like
glass.
A regular crystal orb type of thing.
Okay.
Do I still feel super mellow around it?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe. Do you have somewhere you could put it? So we're not getting rid of it, right?
Can we even safely handle this?
I mean, you're handling it right now.
Have I
Actually-
touched it? I thought I was just examining it.
Oh,
Now someone's thinking like an intelligence character.
I
and
I
that
mean-
I don't think so, because I was able to put it back in, or someone was able to put it back in the briefcase after it did the weird.
Tried to hit it with a shovel, and it just passed right through.
All right. Well, what's
Yeah.
the worst that could happen, right? My life is pretty much ruined. I touch it.
It's just a crystal ball.
I like
What if
hesitate.
it wasn't?
I hesitate and like gross and like my hand is reaching out towards it slower and slower. And then I'm like, and then I touch it. Oh, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
Me understanding nothing about magic is just sweating bullets in the corner right there.
You're fine. We still have Damien, or Damien's clone. Maybe you could give us information, like, maybe on the real Damien, even. Maybe on what this was. I'm not sure. Like, he's faking his own death or something. So, still find
So
a
we
way.
I
we
do
still
have
need
a
a
bathtub.
rig and some ice then, to if we're gonna let you guys do a proper net run in his brain.
I don't know if I have a safe in my house to store this valuable orb, but I do have a bathtub.
I could put them
And-
with my 3P. I mean,
I guess I have ice in my freezer. That wouldn't be sufficient though, right? I need like an entire
No.
bathtub full.
yeah,
No.
we would have to go and get ice. Or have it on ice delivery again.
I'm just sitting on 3 cubes of ice.
I mean, I don't necessarily have the money to pay for it, but I'm sure one of my restaurant contacts that my parents use could probably provide us with ice.
My parents
I'll pay for it.
don't my parents own like a corner store
Wonder
Yeah.
store.
in the community?
Uh-huh.
Am I able to
Go there at 4 in the morning?
yeah, because technically I own it too, right?
No. That's not how that
Ashes,
works.
you have a key.
I have a key.
No.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't trust you.
It's my parents, so it belongs to me.
No. I quote, you didn't want any part of that business because you were going to
I'm
make
just
it on
teasing,
your
by the
own.
way.
Damn it, that's actually
So, you don't have a key, my friend.
It isn't the consequences of my own action.
Yeah, you could go to your parents' place.
Very. Oh my goodness.
Sir,
I see you
Dang
played
it.
Knife and Spoony before.
trying to
I
save like
done-
$50. God damn it.
I done played myself, dude. I done played
Congratulations.
myself. Ah, dang it. Yeah.
Well, in any
that's
case, we don't have to necessarily do it tonight. We can all sleep on it. Just
It is 4 in the morning or 5 in the morning. Right? So
yeah,
Mhm.
it might be good to sleep.
we could definitely do for some rest. If preferably a long rest. I'm not at the verge of death here.
I would suggest that we take a watch just to make sure that the orb is safe. We don't know who's out there looking for this thing. Especially
Right,
since your employee got double tapped pretty bad.
He's not feeling too good right now.
He's
I
sick.
don't think he's feeling it.
He's on special assignment to the other side.
Jesus Christ. He's taking a long nap right now.
So,
Um,
the plan is to take a long rest and dive into Damien's brain.
I think so.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's just want to
in
double
terms
check
of-
with everyone. That's the most important thing for everyone right now.
As long as my rent is paid, I'm good.
Just real quick before we go to sleep, I'm not sure if I mentioned it to you guys before, but when I left my, no one here is magically inclined, I assume, right?
I like
Lit
magic things,
Car's
but I
house
can't
on
use
fire with magic.
I'm
With magic, not like fire technology. She like leans in and
No.
like, Do you know what a spell book is?
Yes. I don't have one, but yes.
Oh, thank God, someone who. Okay. Basically, when I fled, I left my spell book. It's in my phone. Don't look at me that way.
I'm
Don't
looking
judge
at
me.
you that way. His expression, it just like darkens, and he's just staring up at you.
How
So-
dare.
Like you're the biggest idiot. I'm so sorry.
I'm 5'6". How old or how tall is Shell?
He's
Still
like
kidding.
5'4".
5'4". Okay.
He's small.
So,
I like the idea that you are like, I'm 5'6". How old are you?
How old are you?
I'm 5'4".
I do not have the ability to cast anything in the realm of advanced magic. So if we could maybe fit that in somewhere, probably after coffee or something in the morning, I would appreciate it. I will be much more useful to you all that way.
Okay.
So where do we have to take you?
I would need to join up with a financial institution because I can't make my own spell book for some reason. Never actually questioned that. But yeah, I would need the backing of some sort of guild.
Can we not buy you a book?
DM, what do I know about magic in this world? Is there any reason why I can't just make my own spell book? Why do
Yeah.
I need to join up with an institution?
So the difficulty is that getting into the rules, as it were, wizards, when they scribe their spells, they're written like in their own knowledge. So every spell book is different because every wizard learns spells differently. So
Yeah.
if you were to make your own spell book, you could, but it's still going to be a spell book with 0 spells in it. You'd have to re-scribe the spells.
I see. So, if I want the spells I had when I made the class, I have to join up with a guild.
Because you need the
Gotcha.
you need the knowledge again to like learn the spells.
Right. Right.
You need a cram session.
She
Yeah.
needs to
Yeah.
actually join the guild or just like learn how to make the spellbook from the guild?
Either way, they just need a spell book, right? So you could join the guild. Guild will offer some benefits, but if you just want to make a spell book, then you could do that.
Well,
But you still need to like have like a guild to help you make that, right?
yes. It's I didn't have a large number of spells at my
Disposal?
access. I only had like maybe 5 or 6, but those would be rather useful if you're having anyone with magical talent on your side. If I don't want to start over from scratch, it might be a good idea. And besides, I don't think we have the backing of anyone at the moment. She kind of looks down at the unconscious Kara. So maybe it might help to have some connections.
Yeah, so just to give like a real life comparison for anyone that's still like a little confused, it's like as if you took a higher level math class when you were younger, and then like 10 years later, without like continuing to study it, you lose your book and try to recreate the book from memory.
Yeah.
That's basically what's going on here.
This is a learning experience for me because this is the first time I've ever played wizard. I am very much usually a sorcerer.
Oh, it's
God,
really
I
good.
yeah, it's the
Yes,
opposite for me. I love being wizard more, and I'm sorcerer now.
I'm having a lot of fun. I mean, like, the slight disadvantage from my actions aside, like, it's all good.
Oh,
My
God, it
my
gets
wizard
better, though.
homebrew
I
gets
love wizard.
really granular and really good.
Yes.
Mhm,
Which is why I picked it. It teased me.
Nice.
mhm. Okay, strap.
Sorry, I don't know. Sorry.
So, does allowing one of your party members to be able to use their full utility offer more advantage than diving into Damien's dead brain?
Yeah.
I mean, we could probably do both.
Yeah, we could split
Oh,
up. Like
you wanna split
Darwin
the
and
party?
I stay here and harass
Let me-
Damien.
No, yeah,
Go ahead.
you go ahead.
The other thing is, in my job, I should have some connections to different guilds, right?
What do you mean by connections? Like,
Connections,
yeah,
as in like I've rubbed shoulders with maybe people who are influential because they have hired me to do jobs for them.
make me a
My company, at
persuasion
least.
check.
I think I'd be kind of in the same boat.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
maybe not in magic guilds necessarily.
I've rolled the
Yeah.
same thing 3 times already.
That is
So,
horrible.
yeah, like-
God.
you have like a loose connection with the guilds, right? Because you've probably had like the business itself has probably had some dealing with them before, but it's not like this is a continuous job that they keep offering you. It's probably very sparse. And also the jobs that you specifically would get put on are definitely more technologically aligned. So maybe
There's no
someone-
like situation where I could like call somebody up and be like, hey, like I guess like an acquaintance or like a mutual acquaintance being like, hey, like I have somebody that needs a little bit of help. Could you maybe help this person out for me? There's nobody that I would know through my job like that.
Would this be more in my realm?
I mean, it's kind of not really in anyone's realm. Darwin, like probably more so one of your employees might have a little better luck, because again, you are very technologically focused.
Right.
If someone else is a little more magically inclined, they might have better luck. But
Yeah.
as a business and for you specifically, it's kind of a hard shot. You could try and throw
Yeah.
your weight around as being like the business owner right now and see if you can get a deal. But it's not a hard
Yeah.
confirmation.
That's true. Also, the thing is, like, I don't know shit about magic, so
Right.
I
As for
don't-
you,
What a
Zeneca,
loser.
you definitely have connections. They're more for individuals rather than for like a particular larger entity. So you might know some people that are in the guild, but not like the guild itself as an entity per se.
Okay.
I didn't even think about the fact that it had to be like a magical related guild. So I was thinking like banking. But also banking.
Yeah,
would
let's
also
just go to
have
another
people
megacorp.
who could use magic, right? Like it's not just like only magical guilds can use magic. Other
Go straight to a rival mega corporation. That's great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bottom line, question mark. I'm on good terms with them. They're pretty chill. Or are they?
Do you want to recruit Ryia for your own company?
Right.
Does appear to be quite a talented young lady.
Would
Outside of forgetting her spell book when she fled for her life.
Right, I don't think I would. You know, like friend.
Smart and
But
wise
if
are
you
two different
improve
stats.
Listen, you don't understand. They were gonna take my organs out of my body and put me in a test tube and then just like use me. I fucking got out of there.
All the more reason to take your phone.
Oh, of course. It's easy for you to say you don't have an organic body, do you?
What is that supposed to
Hey.
I'm talking about a certain sense of self-preservation. Ryia definitely blushes a little bit like she said something wrong, but she stands her ground and does not apologize.
Do you
Yeah.
have any spells right now? Let's see.
Oh no.
You're about to get blasted. Uh-oh.
Oh man, what can I do with this spell? What can
Man,
I
we're
do
doing
with it?
PvP? I didn't expect this.
We are
I
doing
sense
PvP.
the tension in the air, and I like very surreptitiously pull my shield out.
My eyes glow slightly as I say, "Mark me well and do not count me as defenseless."
I sort of
Sholmes.
motion towards Zeneca, like the sort of come
Ze-
here motion as I'm holding
Zeneca-
my shield up.
Yeah, Zeneca picks up Nyx and puts Nyx back as the baby Bjorn and just kind of goes nice behind
Apologies.
Darwin.
But you don't see Nyx around.
Ah, shit. Where's Nyx?
Oh,
Oh, god damn it. While we were bickering,
Oh, I am grateful for that cat being missing right now.
No.
Really
what the
don't want
fuck?
to have
Seriously?
another buddy.
yeah, wow, what a thing.
That's my cat. No. Zeneca starts panicking once more, like, Nyx! Nyx! Come to mama!
Saying,
You misunderstood, but okay.
Yeah.
Zola, with a passive 16 investigation, is there anything I could pick up on as far as to where this cat has gone off to?
Fortunately not, because it rolled higher than you.
Curses!
oh.
Curses,
have-
hexes! Ugh.
I should also
Alright.
have some sort of like security system around my house, right? Or
Yeah, you said for invading intruders.
man,
Can I do an investigation to see if I can find her?
Yeah, roll an investigation.
Nah, do some perception.
Is that-
perhaps.
What the fuck?
is that
Panic
also
sets
something
in.
that we can all do? Because I also want to look.
Yeah?
Yeah, can I make an active investigation roll?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, let's see. Magical entity.
Oops, I might have done it at.
Oh my god.
Nat 20.
I'm not gonna even roll my.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll.
It's got it.
I'm gonna see if I have a. Yeah, Rhea's just gonna feel inferior and cast a
I-
pouty look.
I'll
I know
just
this
give it a
is-
side glance.
Yeah, as everyone begins looking for Nyx, Darwin, you go off into the other room and start gathering pillows and blankets for everyone. Just don't even try.
I'm done with this
Oh, Shao looks like they know what they're doing, so I'm just gonna stay out of the way.
shit.
Almost as if all of you can feel the amount of tension in the air as you guys are searching for Nyx. Definitely what seems like panic as Shell will point out to you guys, is there is a palpable, actual tenseness in the air. It's almost as if gravity begins weighing down on everyone's shoulders more and more. This new weight that has slowly been drifting upon all of you in the background, unnoticeable. Now Shell begins to perceive all of these little intricacies. Taking a step is a little more difficult. Not enough to make it so you can't stand, or maybe not yet. It's hard to say if it's getting stronger or not. It's such a gradual change that it's happened. You try to find the source of this, and you find Nyx underneath the sofa that Kara is sleeping at. And the cat is the source of this pull.
Found your cat.
Zenek would run over and like crouch down. Nyx.
They're like curled up in a round like a ball, and they seem to be asleep already.
Oh, as long as they're asleep and
Oh.
not like super tense, that's fine. I guess she got bored. It has been a long day for her too.
Your cat's doing some fucky shit though.
Can Zeneca feel the extra weight?
Oh yeah. Now that it's pointed out to you, you thought maybe it was like the adrenaline wearing off and your body is giving in to the pressure of everything that's happened today. But no, as you try to stand up straight, it is not just like physically difficult as your muscles are a little more worn. It is actually hard to push up and stand straight.
I think she'd get back down, like, yeah, and reach under the couch and try and pull Nyx out.
Okay. Make me
I don't like how you said
a
that.
persuasion
no.
check.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
That's a dirty look at Shell. Like, how did he figure that out?
I'm better than you.
Does he say that?
Yeah, why not?
Flash of light across the glasses.
Damn it. His glasses up.
I see.
Well.
So this is the path you've chosen.
God, you guys are gonna be rival lovers again? This is
No.
Not this time, probably.
Okay,
I'm
so
not
lover
straight.
rivals.
We'll
got
be
it.
like enemies to BFFs, probably.
Yeah.
I see.
Frenemies.
It's the other way around.
Yeah.
Rivals to lovers. Okay. I'm fine with that.
I'm gonna assume my 13 doesn't get me much.
Your 13 gets you the attention of the cat as you reach out and just gently rub it to see if you can wake it up before moving them so they know what's going on. And they perk up their chin and look towards you. These giant beady eyes with this very pale yellow behind them. What is that called? The third island that cats have.
A third eyelid.
Yeah.
There's like a specific word for it though, right?
There is
A scientific name.
I don't-
Maybe.
I do
I
not
don't
know.
remember what
Third
that is.
eyelid name. Cat.
it's-
Googled it.
It's
Nictitating membrane.
Yeah. More
Yeah.
properly called the palpebraturtia. I don't fucking know. Don't
How
have
did he
me
know
say
that?
yeah.
Why is he so smart?
Better than
What
you.
does he have that I don't?
So
you,
mad.
you almost believe that it's that membrane behind the eyes, but they don't clasp open. They just fade into a darkness as the cat speaks to you. Hello. It's so good to see you again.
Hi, Nyx.
Hello.
Do you know that you're affecting the gravity in the room?
Oh. I apologize. I did not notice.
Come. Let's get you somewhere more comfortable to sleep. Just
Yeah.
kind of like holds out her hand for the cat.
It would definitely come towards you but like walk on the ground alongside you. As the cat gets closer to you, the hand that's reached out towards it, it's hard to keep it extended as it's like pressurized towards the floor.
Nyx, are you doing this?
I'm sorry. What am I doing?
The gravity is too intense. Are you able to make it normal?
I do not know what that means. How can I help?
Is there any pull towards it, or is it just straight down?
Mostly straight down. I say mostly because the closer Nyx is getting to you, the stronger the force definitely is.
Okay, so this kind of is interesting.
It's a gravitational pull associated with the cat. It's just trying to figure out the best way to tell the cat to knock it off.
The cat doesn't like actually have a gravitational pull though, right? It's just affecting gravity itself. It seems like.
Are objects affected? Like any household objects?
I mean, nothing's like broken, but also, is anything floating inside Darwin's house? I don't think so.
When I like approach, so can I approach with like the like a slew of blankets and pillows and such? And like, does that feel really heavy to me?
Yes, as soon as you get back into the living room, it's almost like you're carrying like 80 pounds of weight.
Jesus. Okay, so this
Because,
is kind of
multiple
intense.
pillows, multiple blankets.
Right.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I kind of just comment like, oh, I must be more tired than I thought I was because these pillows and blankets, they're heavy, and I like.
No, Darwin, it's Nyx. Nyx is doing something to the gravitational pull in the room. Just trying to figure out how best to tell her to not do that.
Nyx, cut it out.
I do not have
can
a
I, like-
blade on my person.
Do what?
Oh, there's no blade on their person. That's not the right way to talk to the cat.
I'm
I
gonna
see what you
gently
mean.
set down these blankets and pillows. I guess.
Yeah,
on the
you
couch, maybe.
set them down and they compress down towards the ground, almost like they're in one of those like vacuum seal things, but just going straight towards the ground.
How far of an area does this affect? Like, if we were to walk further away, and it lessens, like, when does it stop?
Yeah,
can
I-
it detect that it stops?
Because you guys are like doing science now, let's
Yeah,
just make it
science.
real quick, right? The closer you get to it, feels like it like multiplies rather than adds. So like
Okay.
if you were to go, if you were like right next to it, it's the heaviest you feel. But like going out of the room, it almost feels like nearly normal weight at that point. So the go ahead.
I could bring in those pillows, but then as soon as I got into the room,
Right.
they were like so heavy, you had to set them down, basically.
I'm gonna just ask, Nyx, are you generating a gravitational pull?
What is that? Define gravitational pull.
And I point to the pillows that are being compressed, and I just say, "Are you making this happen right now? What is this?"
I did not create those.
No, the heaviness that we feel.
Nix,
That's gravity. It's a pull of the planet that keeps from floating off into space.
yes, Nix, large bodies generate a lot of pull normally, but you're doing this on your own. It's
I
what
think I
allows us to
understand.
walk instead of flying off into space.
Based on your explanations, I should not be generating a pull of any severe magnitude.
But you are generating a pull.
Am I?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Would an object like a pen dropped in front of Nyx and then dropped like from the doorway, would it fall faster? Could we use that to kind of illustrate the concept to it?
So just because of how science works, it wouldn't fall faster, but it would definitely have a different reaction. So if you were to drop the pen closer to them, like, it probably wouldn't bounce. It would create a weightier sound,
Right.
rather than one that was just kind of dropped off at the distance. It would probably bounce a couple times and then slide somewhere.
Oh man.
Nyx,
Terminal velocity.
look at this. And she'll do that and kind of illustrate the concept. It's like, does this help you understand a little bit better?
Yeah. Apologies for you, Darwin. You now have a pen-sized dent in the middle of your hardwood floor.
Wait, hold on. So hold on. Is this hardwood or is it engineered hardwood? Is this like, come on, let's be honest here. This is Barksville.
It's probably
What
laminate.
do you mean?
Yeah, it's fucking laminate.
Wait, whoa, what do you mean? Come on, this is Barksville.
Okay.
Like, all right. So
So-
he has worked in like high-end places where like it would have been real hardwood. That's
Okay,
why.
but like, listen. This is real hardwood, but
Okay.
it is old. Because remember, this is where City
Okay.
Hall used to be. So, like, stuff was nice until
Okay.
it wasn't.
Gotcha. Okay, well, I apologize. I will pay for that repair.
Will you now?
I will. It just so happens that up until the other day, I was an accomplished businesswoman with a career, and I'm in control of my life, and things are fine. Thank you.
Which is why you ran away without your phone. I'm sorry, pad.
There's like the sound of a kettle boiling as Ryia just turns around and is like, it's more nuanced than that.
Hmm.
But yes.
You can kind of
That's
feel
all. And he'll like leave
the
her alone.
downtroddenness and how morose
Shaky voice.
As you guys are
Darwin is
bickering-
because there's a pen-sized hole in his floor right now.
As you guys are bickering, Zeneca, you've been watching Nyx. Your little furry companion here walks around the room a couple times to see what is going on and observing the changes that they're making around them. And eventually they arrive at the same spot that they came out of underneath the sofa. So they get up on all fours and almost begin to like concentrate on force, trying to see if they can do something about a thing that they just learned. This goes on for a bit. You don't feel any changes, but they're trying something.
Nyx, what are you doing?
I'm attempting to reverse gravity.
I don't think reverse is the right way to say this. we want to return the gravity in this space to what is considered normal for this planet. If you reverse it entirely, we'll just go flying off space, and that's not good for anyone. Most of us are carbon-based life that can't breathe in space.
I do not understand. In context, I believe it would be the same as asking if your wings could bend backwards. Do not know what I control.
It may not be something you control. It might be just something that is reacting to you. We're just trying to figure out what's going on. 'Cause this isn't normal gravity.
Also, might not be safe to sleep nearby Nyx while it's doing this.
Yeah, no, Zeneca would still sleep nearby Nick, regardless of the weight difference.
Nyx lays on your chest, and there's just like this cat-shaped indent all the way to the floor.
If I do not know what it is, then I cannot help. I apologize. I have no solution.
It's alright, Nix. Thank you for trying.
May I replenish my energy reserves now?
Yes, but for our sake, will you do it visibly?
What?
No hiding under couches. We need to know where you are.
What does that mean, replenish your energy reserves?
Sleep.
It wants to sleep.
Oh.
I just woke it up, so.
This is an interesting observation, though, because this means that while it is sleeping, it does not have control over what it does.
It seems like it doesn't have control over what it does when it's awake either, if it's still doing it.
She's still learning.
It's just a baby.
Yet we were able to explain
A
the
little
concept of
baby.
gravity, and then it was able to try and exert control over that. I've never seen anything like this.
We weren't really able to explain gravity.
We were able to get enough of a
Mostly.
rough concept across for it to try. This is a level of intelligence I don't think I've ever seen. Outside of, like, machine learning.
But at what cost? But at what cost?
So, would I have been given any sort of like education, or would I have just kind of like come to knowing what I know? Like, I'm thinking of like education for this thing, like Science 101, like social studies, like a child's education in one long video.
Put it down in front of a TV and let it watch Magic School Bus.
Exactly.
We at the very least should make sure it doesn't connect to the net again.
Mhm.
That's like the biggest thing, I think.
So I think your intent is trying to give it like a baseline basic understanding before going on to like advanced concepts, right? Is that why you want to see? Okay. Just make a straight knowledge check.
Oh no! Oh shit! This is bad. Okay, well that's actually not that bad.
You have
way
you
above
have
average.
some decent like basic concepts and understandings. Definitely not thorough enough to like be a classroom teacher at it, but you know, you have enough of an understanding for like a general.
Oh, I'm sorry, I
Mhm.
wasn't clear. Not like so that I could teach, but so like I could find Like, if I did have an education, whatever that education was, like source files or whatever, and then, like, I don't know.
Sorry, I'm not understanding. Do you rephrase?
Never mind. I'm struggling to think of a new way to rephrase it.
You're looking. You want the knowledge to find education,
Mm,
sort of thing, like baseline documents and whatnot. No.
not really. Not quite.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay. Is everyone bedding down for the night?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll stay in the living room.
Well, Ryia just had a nap, right? On Zenika's couch.
I guess that's technically true.
So Ryia takes first watch.
Yeah. Yeah. Rhea's like, sorry you guys, I think I'm gonna stay up and see what headwork I can, or, what headway I can get on our little tasks here.
Work.
Okay, so you're setting up shifts.
Yeah, I guess so.
Everyone else, give yourself a long rest. Darwin, you can heal all those gunshot wounds, finally.
Excellent.
Yeah, so Ryia, what are you attempting to accomplish in this time before someone wakes up to take over?
I would like to... I would like to do some research on these Veil Walkers. I want to see what I can find. I think in the realm of all these official sounding institutions, Veil Walkers just sounds like, what are you guys, a LARPing club? But like, Rhea's also like the type of person who secretly like wants to go on like what most people would see as like a tabletop RPG adventure. She just won't outwardly show that. So there's some reluctance to but like she's gravitating towards it. Yeah, she just wants to see what she can find out about these Veil Walkers.
So, the Veil Walkers are a guild faction. They have a guild hall in this city, and their purpose is to basically find portals or pocket dimensions that are like rogue, and shut them down so that the planet at large is safe. Back in some of the world's history, there was an event that occurred which collapsed the plane of the Feywild as well as the Shadow Vale, all back into the material plane. So 3 planes merging into one. But this catastrophic event left some ripples, and there are some leftover portals and whatnot that were not closed, that are still open and doing whatever they're doing. The Veil Walkers are looking to figure out if they're dangerous or not, shut them down if they are, and just take care of all of that business. So, yeah, they are walking through veils in order to keep up public protections. They are led by entities named Arcanomancers. Arcanomancers are the strongest spellcasters in the world over. So the 7 Veil Walkers of the world are all considered like co-owners, I guess, for the entire faction establishment. And each one has their designation over one of the 7 capitals in the world. The establishment here does not have residence for one of the Arcanomancers, but Carehole is nearby, and one of them is stationed there. Here is just a guild hall or a faction hall.
Okay.
But they
Would-
are a... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna ask, would just a guild hall be able to meet my immediate concerns?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I think that Ryia kind of just is looking at this like, you know, when you're already employed or doing something and you see an opportunity come and pass you by and you're just like, damn, like, if I wasn't already engaged with this job, I would maybe try and commit myself to this. And she's like, well, I wish I just had the time to do this. But then when she reads the part about the Arcanomancers and how they are the strongest known spellcasters, I think she kind of reflexively goes to open the app where she kept her spell information. And it's not there, of course. And she sees, like superimposed above her is, like, a cocky image of Shell, like, laughing at her. Like, something that he's never done, an expression he's never made before. But you know, like, how in anime, when, like, the bullies are behind them, like, oh. Yeah, so she's just, like, gripping the phone a little tighter. She's just like, I can't be weak. I am more than my support and my backing.
His contact
Becomes-
picture in your phone, just AI image changes to him laughing at you.
It's like, swipe away, swipe away. But no, her attitude among all of this, as she reminisces on Shell's light taunting, she's just like, I have to become stronger.
Yes. Yes.
Let the anger fuel you.
I was
it.
really hoping. Do it. Do it. I was really hoping that the Veil Walkers would have something for Ryia to latch onto, and I'm really happy that they did. So
That's
Hooray.
nice.
yeah, so she's just gonna, I guess, resign herself to trying that out. As far as anything she could do to help out, though,
I mean, if you're taking the time to, like, look up where this place is and see if this is a good fit for you, that can be the use of your time.
sure, yeah, let's just go ahead and say that. I think Ryia wants to do some research on the immediate happenings that have been going on, but, like, it's so generalized that she doesn't think she'd get a result. Like, gravitational anomalies, tressums, divine artifacts, it's like, it's so vague, like, she probably wouldn't get any information.
Yeah,
Mr. FBI man. Might
Would it
also
help
be
if I
like-
gave Ryia like access to my terminal?
don't know
Um,
how...
Researching stuff on a computer is a lot more efficient than researching stuff on a pad, right?
I-
No.
I'd be very much more comfortable.
That depends if she has proficiency with a terminal. And I don't believe
I-
she has proficiency with a rig.
Oh, a rig. I thought we were
Mhm.
talking about basic computer use. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It is like kind of like a basic computer, but in this world, technology is kind of weird and hard.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Darwin, I appreciate it. I don't know if I really know how to use it.
It's there if you need it.
Oh, thanks. Maybe you can show me how to figure it out sometime. It doesn't look so different from a normal computer. I guess.
Yeah, once you get over the what's it called, learning curve, you'll know like the back of your hand.
Darwin, you like turn around to go to bed, and then Ryia, you just like look over and kind of glance at it to see if it might be something that, you know, would help you, and then you like move the mouse and there's a password needed. You just give up. Just go back to your phone.
This is so complicated.
No,
Did I not give access to?
Yeah, would Darwin have given me the info? Because when everyone's asleep, Rhea's gonna fucking try to use this thing.
Oh, okay. I don't
Yeah,
think
yeah.
Darwin,
I
I
was
don't know if
saying-
you would, right? It's got
Like-
everything that you have in there.
Make a guest account real quick.
I.
So you said I could use your terminal,
I
right?
would trust Ryia to not look amongst.
She finds your porn.
I was gonna say, erase your search history.
This
Don't-
is some eclectic tastes. Oh man.
Don't click on the folder that says homework, okay?
Homework, Darwin. When was the last time you were in school?
There's like a folder on the desktop that's like definitely anime, and there's just one folder in there that's like really good anime.
Tax documents.
Tax document.
Just don't click on it, okay?
Okay, no problem. I can respect your personal privacy. Thank you for letting me use it, though. Looking forward to figuring it out.
I just kind of give an understanding nod, and I'm just way too tired, and I head off.
Where is the terminal? What room is this in?
I'm guessing. Well, I'm guessing I have an apartment, but it's like I guess it's sort of like a studio-ish.
You have an
sort of
apartment?
thing. Yeah, it's not a. Oh, it's a house.
The
apartment,
townhouse?
It's an
Yeah,
accommodation.
townhouse.
Yeah. So it's all kind of
That's
just
what
like in the main living room area. And I have,
You have to deal with Shell sitting there, like on the end of the couch with Kara sleeping, just arms crossed, and occasionally looking because he's bored and nosy.
Rhea's just like, can you turn around or something?
just brooding
You're
with
not really
their
gonna do that.
superiority.
What'd you say, Shaw?
You're not really gonna do that here.
Do what?
You don't need me to turn around.
I mean, it's just, like, I don't know, it's kind of creepy. You don't need to sleep, right? You just kind of stare at me while I'm doing my thing.
I can sleep, I'm just choosing not to.
I see. Okay, I'm sorry. Like, I'm coming from a place of ignorance. I'm trying to understand.
I can
just
tell.
assumed you didn't have to sleep. I'm sorry. And for what it's worth, that brief exchange from her, while flippant and short, did sound... I mean, she intended it as sincere.
Yeah.
Kind of clears her throat. Zola, I do want to mention this to you kind of over the table. This whole, like, magic and science don't mix thing, I think, has set me, the player, off on a personal quest
Sure.
to do
Oh.
something about that.
Okay.
So Ryia does have a passing interest in learning this technology. It's just outside of, like, the latest smartphone, she's not super great with technology like that. So I would like to really genuinely make an effort to try and understand this terminal stuff.
Okay. So are you using the rest of your time basically to see if you can like learn greater functions that it has, or are you trying to learn how to like hack it, or?
Definitely not hack it. I should probably ask, like, am I able to research the Veil Walkers and fiddle with this? Like, is that something I can do in the time I have?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then I would like to do that. I do want to say I'm not trying to do anything untoward. I'm not trying to hack. I don't think Ryia knows the first thing about
Right.
how to do any of that. But,
So
like, she understands...
mechanically using like a phone or like a rig in the means that Darwin can is gonna be difficult because using them as a tool means you have like some greater purpose in mind, right?
Uh-huh.
So if you were using it to figure out how to hack things, then it would definitely be something you build towards like gaining a proficiency in using them. But otherwise, like if you just want to use it as like a normal computer, like that's not really like something you gotta learn.
Okay, see, I was under the understanding that I couldn't do that without learning it. Okay, yeah, then I'll just use the computer like a normal average
Hey.
person.
Yeah. Like it's different and weird that like in the day and age here, people are still more used to knowing magic, and all of this futurism stuff is coming from stuff that they've dug up and then had to like basically relearn from many thousands of years ago. You don't really know like all of the science behind it, but like you know enough to work it in a general like people sense.
Could I could I maybe use this as an opportunity to develop, like start on my long road to maybe getting like a technology proficiency?
Yeah. The greater question is like, what's the goal? Like, how are you going to be using that technology?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Right.
I think yeah. I think this is a case of the player's overarching goals maybe being a little bit too early for what the character's ready for. I'm gonna not complicate this. I'm just gonna use the computer like a normal person.
Okay.
But I am
And-
happy that I communicated certain things to you.
Yeah. I mean, that path is always going to be open. It just depends, like, how do you want to go about this, right? What's your character's end goal?
I want to be Alt Cunningham, bitch. I want to be Songbird.
Cool. Yeah, you want to be a hacker and a runner? We can make you a runner. It's cool.
Well, I'm thinking maybe more of a Songbird, kind of like a magical flavor Songbird in the long term. But
So more of a decker. Got it.
yeah.
That's quite unfortunate.
Nerds.
You'll just to over the table state, like, you probably won't attain that level because that's definitely more of the wheelhouse Darwin's in.
Yeah,
Which
like
is
I
why-
didn't build this character for technology.
Right. Your character, just as they were born, is magically inclined, so they'll never fully be able to grasp like the technological sense.
At the end of the campaign, though, who knows?
Right.
I hope.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who does know?
I just
don't-
want to find like some sort of fusion between magic and technology that people believe is impossible. I don't know how Rhea's gonna get to that point yet, but that's what I want.
Yeah, we'll see.
Super
Yeah.
cool.
We'll see.
Thanks.
Big.
Sorry, we can totally stop talking about my character now.
The end goal for you using the terminal was to try and like see if there's any heat on the outside and what perspired from the events when you escaped the apartment, right?
Yeah, sure.
Um,
And the Veilwalker research and stuff.
Yeah, the Veil Walker's easy. Like you,
Okay.
you're just gonna get that. Make an investigation though for the other info.
Hell yeah, I love to roll me some dice.
Yes.
That's a good
Hit that
Ryia
button,
voice.
hit that check button, show me what you got. Pokeball, go!
Your time is
Oh.
largely consumed with looking up all of these other guilds and seeing, like who has the best magical resources, and if it's like a student permanent thing where you actually have to attend classes, or like if this is just kind of like a touch and go, like you can just kind of like apply, or maybe like just get some information and be out. Like, you're just researching all of these different aspects of these different places that you can go to, eventually landing on the Veil Walkers being the one that really draws to you, and find that you don't really have much time before any of the others wake up. There doesn't really seem to be much else going on. Even like on the outside, things seem to have calmed down a little. There's a lot less noise in just like the less patrols going by. And yeah, things for a moment it seems like you might actually be able to just take a break.
It's nice.
I
That's
assume you're
nice.
also going into a long rest.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I fall asleep at some point.
As the day comes for everyone, you guys kind of have to sleep in. You guys went to bed so early in the morning, waking up to some clattering going on in the kitchen. Darwin, your notification didn't trigger, which means you don't have any intruders.
My girl.
I guess I'll. Am I the first to wake up? Is that what's happening?
I mean, you could just shut your eyes and go back to bed if you like.
I guess I'll investigate what that sound is in the kitchen.
Yeah. It seems Kara has already made herself home and is looking to like make a pot of coffee.
Yeah.
I see you've already made yourself at home.
Yeah, sorry. Where do you keep the grounds here?
Oh, it's over here, and I sort of just like rush over, grab it out of the cupboard.
Yeah.
And
There's
as I'm
an
handing
awkward moment as like the backs of your pinkies touch each other, and then she looks away.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. A ship I
how-
didn't know I needed.
How are you feeling? You went through quite a lot yesterday.
I'm pretty tired, honestly. I've got a major headache. Really just use the caffeine, I think.
Why don't you go back to bed and I'll make this for everybody.
No, I think I'm gonna take the coffee first. I'll sit in bed with a coffee, it's fine. Do you
Okay.
not like stains or something on the sofa?
No, everything's fine. It's alright. I could also use a cup of coffee myself. Not what I could really use is one of those newfangled fancy drinks we had when we first went to that cafe.
I have a series of questions to ask you about this scene, Darwin.
Oh my god. Oh boy.
The first,
Okay.
I think, is the most important. How excited are you about that memory?
I know where this is leading,
Yeah,
and
I think
it's,
I think you do know.
it's what you're thinking.
Okay, can you make
Yeah.
me once again a Constitution saving throw to see if you can?
But I
Not
am
wag
going
your
to, yes,
tail.
I am going to try to resist this.
Oh man. Not one, please, not one.
Again, that would be insane.
Oh god, I'd be so happy. He's gonna get a good roll though. Yeah.
All right, you like fruit then, huh? Oh,
You know,
I'm
it's just-
sorry. I'm so sorry. You rolled an ability check, my friend.
Oh.
And as the rules state, any roll that is
That's,
done wrong for any reason at all has to be re-rolled. So
Aw.
Let's see.
you gotta do
I
a
need to do
save,
a
my guy.
Save?
Yeah,
How do I do that again? Sorry.
should be in the right click if it's
Oh,
on
I'm
normal.
sorry. I thought that nat one that came down was another nat one. I got real excited for like half a second.
It should be in the what?
Sorry.
If you right click it, there should be a saving throw option or saves option.
Ah, I see.
I tried. I tried.
Right,
I
Thank
guess
you for
you'll look
trying.
slick this one time.
Surely I wouldn't
He
be
looks super
betrayed
smart.
twice.
Yeah. She says, well, yeah. Yeah, it was pretty good, right? I mean, the burrow's just around the corner if you wanna come with?
Oh man. Really want this drink. But I don't know if it's safe for us to venture outside before we make a plan with everybody.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, we could always express it.
on it. Shell tapping on his pad in the background. He's
Fucking
jumping the whole
Peeking
time.
from behind the wall.
Are people waking up?
Chill, come on.
Everyone's just kind of awake. I just focused on Darwin first.
Well, I'm kind of shy now. Let's
Sorry, I didn't interrupt.
let's just settle on this cup of coffee first, and I promise I'll get you one of those newfangled drinks in the future. My treat.
Darwin, you can see she was a little disappointed at first until you said my treat, and then she just like turns around and walks into the living room.
Did we make the coffee?
You said you were
I
gonna
do
make
it.
it.
Oh, okay.
She's
Can I
gonna
do
let
an
you make it. It's your
insight
house.
check?
Yeah.
I will-
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Well, I will continue to make the coffee
Yeah.
while you're making that inside check.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And I walk in the kitchen too.
Yeah.
Yeah, just good morning. I smell delicious coffee. Darwin, thank you.
I smell romance.
You're welcome.
You'd be wrong. I don't know what you're talking about. You're trying to get something started.
Coffee?
No,
Yes,
I'm the one
please.
that asked for the coffee. What? The coffee's already ready? What's my coffee?
Yeah, Darwin was making it for me. I just walked in and he was getting it ready.
I'll
Oh.
come out with a big pot and a bunch of mugs.
Yeah, Darwin, you serve coffee to everyone. Is there a conversation that anyone is looking to have again this morning?
I kind of want to talk to Kara.
Okay. She
and
is in
just-
the living room, so like it's kind of a public.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I can have that conversation eventually, though, if anyone else wants to kind of jump in here.
I just want to know if the gravity situation has improved or if it's the same.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's good.
I totally forgot.
Just I thought y'all just forgot. Yeah, Zeneca, that's like the first thing that you think about when you wake up. It's all completely back to normal. You do know that Nyx is still asleep, but that might just be their feline nature.
She'll let her sleep. Just kind of sit back. She'll accept a cup of coffee and just kind of watch everyone else while keeping an eye on Nyx at the same time.
Yeah. Especially for you, every time you have to wake up in the morning. It's not difficult, but when you open your eyes, it does glare you a little bit. But you get used to it. What was that conversation you'd like to have, Ryia? Hello?
Maybe muted.
Yes, I was muted. I apologize. I think I would like to, gosh, maybe just cast exposition. Just kind of let her know everything that's happened
Okay.
up to the point where I got to her lab. She
In-
was passed out.
In this instance, I'm not going to allow that.
I see.
Because we have an audience that has no idea what that is.
Oh yeah, that's right. They weren't here for the session zeros.
Right.
Okay. So I'll approach Kara in the living room with a cup of coffee that has been cut with a generous amount of cream, if it's available. Darwin, is it available?
It is available.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Yeah. So she'll kind of sip and say, hello, Kara, I presume.
Yeah? We've met before.
We have. Yeah, I just felt like I needed to start over. Hi, I was formerly a pain in the ass. And I just wanted to start over. My name is Ryia. Thank you for trying to help me. I'm sorry that your efforts haven't really meant as much as they should have.
That's no problem, Ryia, formerly pain in the ass.
Might be in the future pain in the ass, depending on how things go with my missing spellbook. So, you don't really have to make that clone anymore, I guess, huh?
Actually, well... Yeah, funny you should mention that. There was something weird about that because, it kept coming out the wrong gender, and I don't know why that was. It usually just works.
They were telling me that, yeah.
You're not, did you, go into surgery? If that is, it's fine. It would have helped during the incubation process to know that.
Oh, I see what you're asking me. No, I am, no.
Okay.
I do have I mean, I do have a twin brother. It's
Oh my god, I can't believe I didn't think about that.
well, I mean, who assumes that people have twins, right? I mean,
Well, yeah, I mean, that explains it.
okay, so you were so instead of cloning me, my twin brother was getting
Right.
formed. I see. None of them are still alive, right? They were
No.
non-viable.
I mean, they would have been viable, but they were wrong, so...
Okay, so they're no
I stopped
longer
the process
among the
before
living.
they were alive, if that makes it any better.
Okay, I'm just trying to make sure there aren't any copies of my pain in the ass twin brother walking around.
That would only happen if, the apartment that I used to own somehow, even in the explosion, were to have shielded the incubation room somehow. I don't think that's the case.
I certainly hope not. Oh my god.
Unless your brother gave himself up for science. That could also be a possibility.
Who knows what he's up to these days? I'd rather not find out.
Oh,
Mark
okay.
my words, if we ever meet him, things have taken a south turn, believe me.
Hmm.
But that's neither here nor there. Listen, I'm trying to think of how to word this. My megacorp is after me. I wanted to maybe give you the opportunity to reconsider working with me. The kind of heat that I might bring, I just figured you should know. And maybe reconsider your decision.
You know, that's really good information, but I don't really make the decisions.
Interesting.
So, you know.
And who does make the decisions?
Here
looks
we
at
go.
Shell. You probably
You answer
don't
to
wanna
him?
know.
You answer to him!
She just doesn't answer you. So, this is a dog roast, huh?
Sipping noises. Maybe gulping down the coffee like, oh, that's hot. Oh,
This coffee's ass. Sip.
As
Right.
you guys all form into the living room to discuss, yeah, what is the first task of the day? You guys kind of juggled between like 2-3 different things. So what are you thinking of doing?
Ryia needs to stop being useless, so I think we handle that first before we dive into
she's
Darwin.
sipping the coffee, like, kind of tuned into the last half of the sentence. Yes. Yes, so, I was doing some research while everyone was asleep, and I feel like the Veilwalkers might be an appropriate magical institution to align myself with. Everything
Aw.
else might require, in my opinion, things that might take me away from... Well, no, they're all going to... Look, guys, it just sounded cool. They have really strong spellcasters, and I need to be stronger if I'm going to be of use. So, it just seemed like the best choice.
Right. I mean, we can
As long as
go.
you get it done.
Can I roll an insight to try and read into her reaction to that? Okay. Skills, my shitty insight. Let's go. Excellent. Yes,
you
seems
can
like a
definitely
cool
see
place.
that like she had some kind of intent with that statement for sure.
Okay. So like I can ask about it because I noticed it.
I mean, yeah.
Kara, do you know something that I don't?
No.
About the Veil Walkers?
No.
That was... Okay. We're all adults here. You hesitated before you... Listen, who I align myself with directly affects us. If you know anything, it would be really cool to hear about it now and not 40 sessions from now.
Stands on top of fourth wall.
Where did you go? I can't see you. Alright, look. Keep your secrets. No, she'll say, alright, look, this is what I've chosen. If anyone knows anything, that's great. If not, then maybe this should be our first stop.
I'm sorry. I don't really know anything. I wish I knew more about magic. Can't really help with that stuff.
Well, I mean, you've assisted me. The least I can do is, if you have any questions, just let me know how I can help.
Sure.
Okay. Cool. She keeps looking between Shell and Kara.
Yeah. Is everyone joining in on this venture?
Might make it faster.
Okay.
Well, don't we still need to get the tub and the rig and everything for Damien at the same time?
What are we gonna do about...
We can place a delivery. Again.
We need to, preserve the body somehow, right? It's gonna smell?
Do we have the appropriate rig?
Sorry, one question at a time. Zeneca, go first.
Do we have an appropriate rig?
No.
So we need that too.
Am I gonna have to spend another 20,000 credits?
Did I not grab the stuff when we ran out?
No.
Okay.
The decision was, we can always buy it again, so just leave it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can leave
Fine.
we can leave the body in the suitcase. If we want to split the party, half can do that, half can go to the academy or the guild rather, or we just all go to the guild and then we pick up things as we go, and then come back and do the whole body hacking thing.
So it sounds like everyone's going to the guild with Ryia.
I'm okay with
Going to
this,
the shop after.
but we have to find a way, number one, to preserve the body so it doesn't smell my house up. And
Well-
number two, are they able to track
Isn't it
this
already
body?
preserved though?
I thought it was because it had been didn't it have a layer of coke on top?
Yep.
But it was still fine.
And that just mummifies the body.
Yeah, not from the coke, but gentle repose or whatever that spell is.
Oh,
There was something arcane, I think,
Yeah,
when
it,
we investigated.
it had been there for months and didn't decompose, so should be okay. We can put it in the bathtub just in case, in case it's a leak or something.
Does the suitcase smell?
It smells like suitcase.
We're fine. We're good. If this body was gonna be stinky, it would be stinky right now.
Yeah, can I roll an intelligence check or do some sort of investigation to figure why this body isn't decomposing?
Yeah. You can make me either an investigation or a nature check.
Okay, it'll be investigation. Let's go, baby.
That one. Don't Howard. You're a smart character.
Apart from some kind of magic, which everyone assumes is gentle repose, good assumption. Apart from this, there was so much cocaine in, on, and around the body that it's just kind of dried everything up and has
Already.
kind of preserved it that way as well.
Everyone, we're working with a coke mummy.
Not a phrase I ever thought I'd hear in my life.
And no,
Or
it's
tummy
canon.
for short.
No!
We're working with the Kami.
No.
We're working with the Kami. I hate that.
Oh no, dude.
He
No.
looks around like, what? What's so funny? I don't understand. This is
Okay.
textbook Kami.
Ew. I'm glad.
As a last little treat for everyone. Oh, this is gonna require some dexterity on my part. We come to the city as you guys begin to explore the greater city at large, protected within the
Ooh.
dome. The treat is not this picture of the scene, but if you will all please enter tactical mode.
Tactical.
Oh.
Tactical mode.
Oh.
Oh.
Wait, how do we get to tactical mode? Where am
Button
I
at the
looking?
top right.
It's in.
Right next to the party tab, the little map-looking icon.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Look at all of this. There's a hedge maze!
Fancy.
Woo!
Where do I live again? It's not Faktura. That's where we came from.
I don't know if there's an arrow thing, but you live like kind of over here.
I see
Okay.
Barksville.
Where was my Corpo home?
In the business circle.
In the business circle. Okay, so
Mhm.
Barksville's not so far away.
Where is Barksville?
Not really that far. Not really that far.
Barksville.
But you do also have to
Barksville's right
consider.
in the center.
Yeah, you do also have to consider that like Barksville is like 100 miles wide.
Nice.
Okay, that's pretty big.
Where's La Barberine?
Over to the
Yeah,
right.
It's over
It's
to the right.
Off in the
top
right, yeah, like
right,
the
yeah.
eastern position if it were like a compass.
Ah, there we go.
Interesting.
Oh,
Big ol'
okay.
city, flying pier, aquatic avenue. I'm gonna explore every fucking place.
This is only the things that were provided to you in the like player guide doc.
Ah,
This is not everything in the city.
Wow,
Just so
it's
you
the
understand.
Caldwin Warehouse.
The Caldwin Warehouse is to the north of City Mall.
It's so cute.
It's a warehouse that houses other warehouses.
That's really big.
Yeah, it's huge. It's fucking massive. But yes, as you guys venture out and go forth towards wherever the Veilwalkers Guild Hall is, we're going to end this open adventure here for now. And pick back up next week and see just what the hell is going on here.
What the fuck?
Thanks for playing, guys. I hope you had some
Yay.
fun, and I hope you enjoyed the session.
Yeah,
Indeed.
we got to speak cummies. It was great.
No,
Yeah, we've
dude.
Spoken so many things into existence.
Yeah, like what was it?
Meet
Sack
Zach
origami.
Exactly.
Oh my god. I can't believe that's a thing.
Must read name.
I have to jet. I have to be up in the morning. This was a lot of fun, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Have a good night.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Good
playing,
night.
guys. And for everyone else out there, I hope you guys enjoyed a little window into this world. Again, this game, unlike the other, is going to be much more heavily based on player choices and consequences. And I hope you stay tuned in for it. For now, bye-bye. Have a good night.
Good night.
Nice.
Bye-bye.